Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to MMA Talks. So Chelsea lost at Stamford Bridge against Manchester City. Now Chelsea are in a 10th place, 10 points off top 4, 19 points off top spot. So it is very difficult for Chelsea, especially in 2023. Chelsea spent over 200 million pounds, only for defense. Now a lot of players got injuries. Half of their, team players got injury. We can say that, and they spent millions or hundreds of millions of pounds, and now they lost against Manchester City. Honestly, before the game started, we all thought that this is gonna be easy game for Manchester City because Chelsea away was Chelsea was worse than we done before the game started. That's what we thought, right? But actually, in reality, Chelsea played better. I think Chelsea, the reason was midfield. The midfield, Dennis Zakaria and Kovacic work rate. These guys actually played full of 90 minutes with the full of energy. That was the key, I think. Aubameyang was useless for Chelsea, and Raheem Sterling was useless for Chelsea. Yeah, I know Raheem Sterling didn't even play for 5 minutes, but he didn't do nothing. Okay, he can't do nothing, especially Aubameyang. I don't think Aubameyang is, and I don't think Chelsea will get any benefit for Aubameyang. They already lost many just because they bought him, right? And he didn't show his performance. And another worrying is that Raheem Sterling got injured, Christian Pulisic got injured. That is really worrying for Chelsea because half of their main players got injuries, which is really worrying. I think they will not make top 4 next season because it is really competitive, to gain in top 4 at the end of the season, because at least there were 17 trying to finish top 4. He only got a 4 place, and we can even see that Arsenal have a guarantee to finish top 4, and Manchester City have a guarantee top 4, and Newcastle and Manchester are now equal points with 35 points, right? Fourth and fifth, 3 and 4th place, third and 4th place. So Chelsea are Tottenham Hotspur, Brighton, Liverpool, something like that. So there is no place for Chelsea to finish top 4 at the end of the season. It is a huge pressure for G.Potter because Chelsea spent hundreds of millions of pounds for this season, and they are now staying for 10th place. This is actually horrible. If we talk about Manchester City side, I think Pep Guardiola made a mistake. First up, he used João Cancelo as a right winger, which didn't go well, and he let Bernardo Silva play in a deeper midfield, which is really difficult to connect with the attacking players, because Rodri is not the kind of player who have a creative mindset. Only Bernardo Silva need to connect with the midfielder. Bernardo Silva need to connect with the wingers. The problem is Bernardo Silva play even deeper than Rodri, because they play 3 center back in reality on the pitch. Okay, on the pitch they played with the 3 center back. Nathan Ake on the left hand side, and Rodri, not Ray Johnstone at the middle, and the right with the Kyle Walker. So in front of them they have Bernardo Silva, and in front of the Bernardo Silva they have a Rodri. In front of the Rodri, or alongside the Rodri, they have Kevin De Bruyne. I don't think Kevin De Bruyne had a good game, and not for especially for João Cancelo and Foden. These guys didn't do much, right? So when Riyad Mahrez and Jack Grealish came in, the game has changed. The game has changed. Okay, and Manchester City produced more effective attacking option, and Manchester City produced really good technique, and they changed technique, they changed players. It was really effective, and they got the goal from the substitute players. Grealish assist for Mahrez. Mahrez was tapped in. Actually, this goal was, we can say that, keeper era, because actually keeper had a chance. Keeper had a chance to save. I don't know why he pulled off his hands. I think I thought that he may be thinking, okay, this is going to be over the line. That's why he pulled off his hands, and then Mahrez was tapped in. So I think it was a goalkeeper error. It is very important not to make error. This kind of in this kind of huge matches. So Chelsea lost against Manchester City 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. It was huge pressure now because Todd Bowley spent millions or hundreds of millions of money, and G.Potter didn't have a lot of players to choose from because nearly half of his important players got injuries. That's why this season is a huge problem for Chelsea. I don't think they will make top 4 at the end of the season. Okay, so what do you think, guys, about this game? What do you think, guys? So make sure on the comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.